Welcome back to Sport Lab, your home for elite European nights. And tonight, Manchester United turned the heat up in Bilbao, taking a massive stride toward the Europa League final with a ruthless 3-0 win over 10-man Athletic Club at San Mamés. Let's break down how it all went down.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jules. It's emptied out here. It's a lot quieter than what it was when we were playing out there because it was loud tonight, Bruno. But 3-0 away from home. When you thought about this game tonight, was that scoreline sort of ever on the radar?
No, you can never predict a scoreline like that, obviously. A very tough team, as you said. The atmosphere was unbelievable, crazy. Never thought. I knew that they were very passionate by the club and everything, but never thought it was like this. It was very good, but I love these atmospheres. I love to play in these kind of stadiums. It's very good, and obviously, as you said, the result for us is unbelievable. We could in the first half get that result, and then in the second half control the game, which I think we should push a little bit more into that second half, be a little bit quick on the ball to go forward. But we controlled the game, and that is good.
Your manager said to Becky earlier in the interview that he felt in the first 20 minutes a few nerves in the team. You as the leader and captain in this team, do you take responsibility in those moments, and how do you kind of calm the nerves of your teammates?
I do think we were expecting that. You know, we knew that. We've been saying that all week, that the 3-4 days that we had to prepare the game, we said that, and even before the game, guys, the atmosphere is going to be bouncing. The guys are going to come to press us. They're going to try in the first 15-20 minutes. We just have to try to play on the ball to calm them down. When the ball goes out, we go a little bit slow, just like make the game a little bit slower for us in the first 15 minutes, and then it will come to us. Obviously, then we get the goal, we get the penalty, red card, and from there on we could score the third goal so quick. Then for us was brilliant to then just stay on the ball, and knew that they won't press as much as we preferred, because I think if they press we could play through them. And as I said, we were a little bit slow on the ball, just like waiting for them to step up. But they wanted to keep this result like this to try to come back in the next game, and we need to be very aware of that.
Bruno, you've got ice in your veins. You are the calmest man under pressure in any moment, it would seem. I know Reece done the maths on this one more than me, haven't you, with the number of sort of goals and involvements that
37, I think. I know you must know. 37 goal involvements this season. Like, it's crazy. You're on the route to like 20 and 20 almost. 19.
I knew I was
goals.
Around the 30s. I didn't know exactly how many it was, but obviously I want to score, I want to assist, because it's a big part of my game, and I need to take that responsibility, because I know since I came to the club, and even before, the club bought me because I scored 32 goals in one season, and they knew that I could create, I could score, and I just need to keep delivering, because if you want to be at the highest level, you need to be consistently delivering.
Not everyone has the broad shoulders to take that responsibility on. Is that something you've always had as a kid growing up, or is that something you've developed and grown into here at Man United? I know you scored goals when you were at Sporting, but as a leader.
Obviously, you need to grow. You need to understand where you are, the place you play for, the club you play for, and everything gets bigger. Obviously, Sporting is a massive club, but United is a global club. You know, like it's unbelievable the attention we get, the pressure we get, and everything. But it's football. It's what we love to do. To be honest, obviously, I feel the pressure, even every penalty.
I'm jealous.
I feel the pressure, and I think that's the good thing of football, and I think is what we have to enjoy, because when I finish my career, that pressure will go away, and I will be much more relaxed. And this is what I say to every time the manager and the physio, like, I need to relax, you need to rest. I say, like, no, when I die, I will have a lot of time to lay down and rest myself.
How much banter is there in the dressing room right now towards Harry Maguire being on the right wing there? No. Harrydinho is what he's currently being called all over social media.
Crazy.
I said that straight away. What a winger! I don't think he even thought that he had that in his locker. No one was expecting that. I think even the opposition was not expecting that to come. Obviously, we're very happy. Harry is a much more confident man now. You know, things are coming through, and when he's playing, when you get the games, he's also getting goals. He's defending very well. His position is becoming more and more strong. He's a very good leader. So it's a good thing for him, and we hope it just keeps improving, because at this club you need to keep improving all the time. You can't just stop.
So we'll be seeing you here in a few weeks, yeah?
I hope so. That's the
Finish
goal.
the job.
That's the goal, and that's what I said. We want our fans to travel twice to Bilbao, and ourselves too.
Good.
All right.
Look forward to it.
People are shouting in the stands here, aren't they? The ones that are still here. But Bruno, we're going to let you go. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Take care.
Wow, what a night for Manchester United. 3-0 after the first leg. Was that just a really well-executed first 45 minutes?
Yeah, I think it was. Listen, the first 20 minutes was difficult. The crowd was super loud. The intensity was high. they come after us. We made a few errors. We looked a little bit nervous at times in the first 20 minutes. But I thought the lads grew into the game really well, and we weathered the storm, and we knew we'd get our chances. And yeah, we was really clinical in that first half. So really pleasing to go to Old Trafford. Listen, the tie's not done. We'll be focused. We'll be ready at Old Trafford next Thursday for the second leg, and I'm sure Old Trafford will be like this place.
Well, should we just talk about your positioning lately? Because whether you are centre-back, centre-forward, you're having to go on the right wing today. It was exquisite down there.
Yeah, no, I found myself obviously attacking the back. I think Garner passed me the ball, but no, it was nice to do a bit of dribbling out there and obviously putting a great cross. And we had a lot of bodies in the box, so they must have trusted me to get that cross in. So no, it was a nice feeling, and Casa put it in the back of the net. It was a great header in the end.
You won't have seen this because you've just come off, but they're calling you Haradinho on Twitter right now. You've got a new nickname.
Oh, it's brilliant. I'm sure there's a few nicknames out there for me. But no, it's more important the win. It was a clinical first half, a professional second half. We had chances to get the fourth, but we maybe could have played at a little bit bigger tempo, but I think we played really maybe a little bit too safe. But no, it's a great victory in the end. But like I said, another big game on Thursday next week.
Yeah, I know you said it's not done yet, but 3-0 up, taking it back to Old Trafford. Is there one foot in the door? Do you have that slight mentality?
Yeah, of course. It's a great start to come here and get a result, a victory, and obviously 3 goals, clean sheet. It's a great start. We can't hide away from that. All the pressure will be on us now. Everyone will expect us to go through to the final. So next Thursday we need to make sure we prepare well, prepare like we've done for this game. And if we do, we'll give ourselves a great opportunity to reach the final. And no, it's been a great night for us. But like I said, one foot in the one foot in the final, but it's still not done.
All right, we'll see you next week. Well done, Harry.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Rúben, congratulations. What pleased you most about tonight?
I think the result is really good, but we have to understand the result also. At the same time, we struggle a lot in the beginning, and then the goal from Casemiro and the send-off changed the game. But that is a good thing. With a little bit luck, but we managed to keep us in the game, and then any game can change with one situation. I think we had opportunities to score one more. This is not done. They can do the same thing in Old Trafford because they are really strong, they are really intense, and one send-off can happen in our stadium, so we need to be prepared.
Do you feel your senior players like Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, Harry Maguire, the experience they're bringing you is pulling you through these ties?
I think it's a good point. You can feel it that, especially in the beginning, even players like Ugarte with a lot of experience, he was a little bit nervous. Patrick is a little bit nervous. So it's a semi-final, of course. It's not Champions League, but it's European competition. So these kind of players like Casemiro, Harry, Bruno Fernandes help a lot.
It's going to get mentioned too, so I might as well start. Harry Maguire tonight on the right wing, providing wherever you put him at the minute, he provides you a solution.
Yeah, he's a good winger. Sometimes there are moments in our life, and Harry had difficult moments, and everything he did was I don't want to say wrong, but is that word wrong? And now everything he does is good for the team, so he has to enjoy.
Look, I know you just said this is not done, so is that the mentality that you have to take whilst still being confident of being 3-0 up?
Of course, we need to. Of course, we are in the advantage. We have our fans, but again, this could change. Anything can happen in one game. Of course, we are confident, but we need to be really careful with our plays against Brentford. Because you can feel it. Mazraoui is dead. Patrick is tired, so we have to manage the players.
Rúben, thank you.
It's normal.
Great to hear from Rúben Amorim there. Look, he's being cautious, saying that anything in football can happen. The same thing that happened tonight can happen next week at Old Trafford, but the other way round. But surely, Paul, barring some kind of disaster next week, Manchester United will be back there in 3 weeks' time for the final.
Look, yeah, they should be, and you'd be very confident of that. I mean, I think he spoke well there. He said he was really happy with the result, but he understands the result as well. They had a couple of great chances at 0-0. The sending off obviously was a big factor in the game, but going to a place like Bilbao, we all said before the game how tough that place is to go. And they struggled first 20 minutes. It was difficult for them. He said Ugarte gave the ball away a couple of times. Dorgu the same as well. But you just think at 3-0, it should be over. But it's United these days. We don't really know what we're going to get. And they have been beaten at home 3-0 by a couple of teams this year, I think. So, look, you always go into it saying it's not over, but really, us from here watching, it should be over, and I think it is.
How sure is that result for you, Karen?
I just want them to get through the first 20 minutes next week. Once they get through that, then I'll be happy. Because, like you said, Paul, the first 20 minutes of today's game, they have some quality. But I thought the experience, it was a classy performance from Manchester United's day. But you have to have the manager's mentality of it is only half time, because if you go in there a bit too arrogant, a bit too cocky, you can get found out. And these are the early chances that they'll have to be mindful of. But fingers crossed in front of Old Trafford, fingers crossed some players are rested. You'd think they can ride this storm again like they have done today, but there's certainly threats.
Yeah, look, these are two great chances. You'd expect Williams to score there, and even the second one as well. I'm not sure what Euros do. Euros has to get out much quicker to Williams, and the lad should probably score here again. I know people may give Lindelof a little bit of credit for clearing off the line, but he does go straight to him. He's got a big area to aim at, and he too. But look at Old Trafford. We saw what we saw 2 weeks ago, wasn't it? So you'd expect them to have enough to handle that first 20 minutes, as Karen said.
You guys are being cautious-ish. Here's a line of confidence for any Manchester United fans that just need a little bit more. 133 teams have scored 3 or more goals in the first leg of a game, and all 133 have gone on to qualify. That guys are being cautious-ish. Here's a line of confidence for any Manchester United fans that just need a little bit more. 133 teams have scored 3 or more goals in the first leg of a game, and all 133 have gone on to qualify. That'll do.
It's done.
Let's go back over the Manchester United goals then, because they all came in the first half. Man United weathered the storm, but then Casemiro with this opener. And we heard from Harry Maguire there, Harry Dino, playing on the right wing in the build-up to this, Paul.
Yeah, bit of quick feet out on the sides, another position he looks like he can play. But as the manager said, everything seems to be working for him. He had a really tough spell some time ago, and it's Euro Lindelof, the 2 older midfield players in the box. One of them comes off Ugarte, and then Casemiro finishes it off. And Casemiro over the both legs, in the Europa League, especially the last couple of games, has been a real... He's got his form back. He's been a threat at either end of the pitch, at the right end of the pitch, and he's doing his job in midfield as well. I still think he was a little bit sloppy at time at the second half. When you've got that experience, you should not be giving Bilbao a kick of the ball, but no, he's been good and got that goal.
Wonders comment there, a bit of sarcasm there, but amazing performance again from Harry Maguire and just delivering. And we heard high praise from Rúben Amorim for him as well. The character he's had to show to come back from really difficult moments in a United shirt to be the player he is now.
Yeah, I mean, his journey's not been easy, and he's just got on with it. And you have to give him massive credit for that. Last week you mentioned it, up there centre forward, getting the goal not last week but 2 weeks ago against Lyon, getting them through, and then tonight stepping up with the goods and leadership. And okay, he went off a little bit earlier, but that's good from the manager, manage him. So I'm thrilled, because you want players like that to show and come through and shine, and he has. And like the manager said, he's got to enjoy this moment.
Rúben Amorim said the sending off changed the game. That's fairly obvious. The penalty incident as well. Do you think both of these ultimately ended in the right decisions, Paul?
Yeah, I think so. There was a slight chance of handball from Garnacho that they obviously got cleared as well. But yeah, look, it's a definite penalty. I think he does. There is enough contact from him, and once you give the foul, obviously it's a penalty, and it's a red card. I think we're seeing Harry Maguire at this point now. So if it's a foul, it's a red card, and it is. And that was game over from then. Obviously got the third goal after that as well from a brilliant Bruno Fernandes finish, who has been stepped up, delivered with the goods again. And okay, it's 3-0 away from home at Bilbao. What a result! You have to we have to enjoy that sometimes. And like I say, you've got to say all the right things. We think it's, we've got to be careful, but I didn't really see loads from Bilbao. Anyway, they had them 2 chances, but I didn't see a lot from them with 11 men that was overly worrying for me.
2-0 would have been a good away result, but the third goal from Bruno Fernandes, again, just before the half-time whistle, and really good work from Ugarte in the build-up as well, Karen.
Yeah, and Casemiro to play that pass through to break through the lines. Okay, I mentioned it earlier, you get your little bit of luck when you win your 50-50 battles, but as soon as it goes through to Bruno, we already know it's in the back of the net before he's hit it because the form he's in, but nice little flick round the corner, as you mentioned, from Ugarte. Good strength, 50, nice little flick, and that's it, done and dusted, bang. And you mentioned about the penalty decision. I was so surprised at how much Athletic lost their heads in today's game, and Man United recognised it, turned the screw and took momentum and took advantage on that. And it's a brilliant performance, brilliant result, and you couldn't ask for any more, Jules.
2 goals in 7 minutes there from Bruno Fernandes in that first half. And when they came into the second half, Paul, was it just about controlling it, seeing it out at that point? Would you have liked to see them maybe get another goal?
I think if they'd kept the ball better, I think another goal would have come eventually. Athletic Bilbao would have just been tired, would have had nowhere to go. But 3-0, look, it didn't matter at half-time. The one thing they didn't want was concede a goal, and that never looked like it was going to happen. So I think keep the ball all day, don't give them a sniff of it. 3-0 should be enough. Come on, 4 and 5, great, perfect, yeah, you're still going to go through, but 3-0 away from home. Just keep the ball away from them. Don't give them a sniff, don't give them a kick of the football.
Certainly better than I think most Manchester United fans.
The noise was deafening, the pressure was intense, and early on, United looked vulnerable. Inaki Williams missed a golden header, and Victor Lindelof had to make a crucial goal line block to deny Berenguer. But that's where the tide turned. In the 30th minute, Harry Maguire, yes, you heard that right, dropped a little skill on the right wing, sent in a cross, and Casemiro powered home a header. Then came the game changer. VAR review, foul on Rasmus Højlund, Danny Vivian gets a red, and Bruno Fernandes silences the home crowd with an ice-cold penalty. 2-0 United, but they weren't done. Fernandes again, this time slipping through thanks to a clever flick from Manuel Ugarte, and it's 3-0 before half-time. Ruthless, clinical, and composed from Amorim's men. With the advantage firmly in hand, United could have buried the tie. Casemiro, running the midfield like the general he is, nearly bagged a second with a glancing header off the post. But even without a fourth, the damage was done. Bilbao had no way back, down to 10 men, and shell-shocked by that first-half storm. 3-0 on aggregate and returning to Old Trafford for the second leg. United fans will already be booking trips to Dublin, and with Tottenham taking a 3-1 lead over Bodo Glimt in the other semi-final, an all-English Europa League final is very much on the cards. Can Bilbao produce a miracle in Manchester, or are we heading for a Spurs versus United showdown in the final? Let us know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to SportLab, and turn on notifications so you never miss another big night in Europe. Until next time, stay passionate, stay informed, and stay in the game.